So when I first moved out to Vancouver from Montreal, I bumped into this homeless man on the street. He was so articulate, he was so gentle and so passionate, and he told me this devastating story. I'd asked him sort of to give me a little bit more about his life, and he told me that he was a professor of engineering at UBC, and he had everything in life. He had a wife, 2 children, a career, lived in this great city, and one day it took a dramatic turn for the worse. His wife and his 2 children died in a car accident, which is horrible. And he started drinking, and he eventually lost his job, couldn't keep his job, then he lost his house, and then he ended up on the streets of Vancouver, living on the streets of Vancouver. And it was a horrible story to hear, but it's just one story out of 1,000, and it just shows you why we do what we do. We're trying to help better these lives of these people who have had such a traumatic experience. So, guys, this is the best day of the year for our committee. This is the day where we actually get to allocate the funds that we've worked so hard to raise. It's a record-breaking year. We have a great committee. It's a tremendous group of people. We've been involved for 10 years. There's about 5 of us that have been involved since day one. We've grown to 16 committee members now. It's such a diverse group with an amazing variety of skills that everyone brings to the table, which is wonderful.
So I've reached out to all of our partners this year, and they've sent in the proposals, so we can go over all those. We've worked with Covenant for a number of years. We've sponsored their outreach team in the past. One is for housing for young women, another is for their drop-in space, and the last one was for helping house hard-to-house homeless youth.
If I really break down some personal connection, Covenant House is something that's been very near and dear to my heart and to my family's heart over the years.
One that really sticks out to me is the Homeless Center Common Area furniture replacement at Vancouver Harbour Light. I really love the sound of it, the way that they kind of they put it together, as it kind of creates this sense of refuge, and it kind of gives people a place to kind of come and feel calm and have a bit of safety, especially on rainy days like we're experiencing today and experience all the time. I think having something where people can go to and feel that sense of calmness and warm and safety, I think is so valuable, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so I work for the Urban Native Youth Association. I help run a few programs there, one of them being the Aboriginal Safe House, and so we provide emergency shelter to youth 16 to 18 years old. And being in that environment every day and seeing the things that I see, and being able to take part in a charity like this that can make a difference in those people's lives is something that's really important to me. And I think that this is a great way to be able to do it, and it's grown beyond my wildest expectations from where we started.
Everyone knows what they have to do.
Well, I got involved for several reasons, and in reality is I know of someone who's gone through a program in Vancouver, and they're a close member of my family or outside group, if you will. So I know that how important homelessness is to the community, to try and help. Number 2 is I actually believe that homelessness is a societal problem, and it's not something that just government should take care of. It's something that we should all be looking to take care of. So it was time for me to find a purpose, and this is my purpose.
I think it's really a function of everything. It's the committee, the people we're with are just fun to be around. Everyone's volunteering, and we're all working hard and just giving of ourselves. And then to see the reaction from the outreach partners when they get the money and what it means to them, and talk to the people that benefit from it, and with the volunteers from those outreach programs at the event telling us what it means to the players. It really, really gets to you.
I've been involved with Hockey Helps the Homeless since the beginning, which I believe now is 10 years. We're going 10 years strong. And I'm very, very proud to be involved with Hockey Helps the Homeless, and I certainly appreciate the work that everybody does, the volunteers, the alumni members that come out and support the cause. It's a very great feeling when we can go and do what we love to do and raise some good dollars to help these people that are on the streets.
My name is Les McCausland, and I'm the Director of Residential Services here at the Salvation Army Belkin House. We're a transitional housing facility that has 225 bed spaces. We have a program that's supportive housing that is called PDP. It's a personal development plan, and people come into it from various places. We run life skills and living skills. We do employment programs, etc. And so Hockey Helps the Homeless have helped us with a number of things in the building. They helped us with a van, which allows us to get with our outreach team to take people to appointments. They've also helped us with our computer lab, and that's helped our residents to connect to agencies, to look for housing, for employment, look at how to do a resume, how to do interviews, and those type of things.
Well, what it's done for me is it's allowed me an opportunity to connect with the world and to communicate with friends and family and to help organize myself regarding my next steps forward.
Very good. Things are going well?
Yeah, they are.
Good for you.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Kirk, I'd like to simply say thank you to Hockey Helps the Homeless. I'm very grateful for the facility and grateful for the equipment. So again, thank you.
Pleasure.
All right.
My name is Jim Coggles. I'm the Executive Director of the Salvation Army Vancouver Harbour Light. We're a ministry unit of the Salvation Army located downtown Vancouver. We provide a wide variety of services to the community, essentially helping those who are homeless or at risk of homelessness, battling poverty and addiction, to get well in their lives. So we're standing right now in the kitchen. It's a busy operation. We serve a lot of meals every day, between 1,000 and 1,200 meals on any given day to people who are hungry and in need. The Hockey Helps the Homeless grant this year has enabled us to be able to do things that we really would have been stretched to be able to afford to do ourselves. So we're using the wonderful grant that we've received to purchase equipment for our food services operation that allows us to prepare the kind of healthy and nutritious meals that people can not only be sustained with, but offers dignity as they come into our dining room. And so we're so very pleased to be able to receive this wonderful donation in order to be able to do the critical work that we do here in downtown Vancouver.
The reason I got involved with helping the homeless and Hockey Helps the Homeless is there's such a dire need in Vancouver for more money and more sort of outreach to help our disenfranchised citizens. I mean, we're all human. They all have stories, just like we all have stories, and their stories are tougher and sadder than most of the people we know. And it's contingent upon us to give them a helping hand, help them get back up on their feet. No matter how we do it, we have to help. It makes it makes our society stronger. The weakest link within our community are the people that need the most help.